Good morning. It gives a pleasant feeling to be sitting here with one of our own students who fortunately we had the opportunity to mentor during the preparation days for the hallowed UPSC Civil Services examination, and take this opportunity from Vajiram and Ravi to extend our heartfelt congratulations while at the same time engage in a discussion that proves extremely fruitful for the future aspirants for this examination. Let me take this opportunity to extend our wishes and multiple congratulations to GAURAV JAT, who in this year's Civil Services examination has secured a position 792 and also is working harder towards excelling further in his future. Loads of congratulations and wishes, GAURAV.
Thank you so
I
much,
just
sir.
pray and wish that you keep scaling greater heights like the way you have shown it for all of us. Thank you so much for giving time for us. Let us enter into the discussion and hear from you all the wisdom that you have distilled in your years of preparation.
Sure, sir. Thank you so much for having me.
So, could we begin with kind of an overall time lapse of your preparation years, and if you could highlight some of the major aspects of your preparation strategy, how has it turned out to be, so that we could create a larger image before we enter into specifics?
Okay, sir. Sir, I had started my preparation in 2022 with Vajiram only, and after that it was the 2024 pre that I had been able to go through, and means I had not been able to clear at that time. After that this year I was able to secure a rank, and now further I am preparing for the next attempt.
All right, awesome. Could you kind of split into the different stages of the preparation which people generally remain confused with respect to time rationing? When should they start one stage, leave another, with respect to prelims and mains preparation?
Okay, sir. As for prelims, it is the most dicey part, because given the unpredictability that it offers. So I would say that prelims require somewhere in between. For first timers, it would require 3 to 4 months of preparation. But what first timers generally do is that, what I had also done is that we tend to focus on prelims only.
Right.
Because it seems very, what I should say,
an immediate reward. That once you clear the prelims, you feel like in the process.
And it seems very invincible. Ki
Yes.
Clear ho, nahi ho. So
Yes.
that kind of thing. So I would say that there are words of one of Vajiram's teacher only, that you should not go for prelims until you have had your mains all done.
Yes, exactly.
So one has to first focus on mains. So I would say that around September one should start focusing on mains first before giving their attempt. So by January they should be done with their answer writing and all things. And from Feb they should enter into Feb or March, depending on their skills or their depth of knowledge. They should start preparing for pre. That much amount of time is enough, sir.
Okay. And keeping on the prelims itself, how much of the model question paper solving did you take, the mock tests?
Sir, I would say that I had solved around 15 generally, 15 to 20 full length test I solved. And I tend to go for test of coachings which are majorly good. It should not be that you pick up a test of every other coaching,
Right.
and then you tend to doubt yourself given the quality of questions that they
Yes,
ask.
kai bari irrelevant questions.
Yes,
be
sir.
there
Yes, sir.
that
And
they
then what happens is that aspirants generally go for reading them.
Right.
And they keep on doubting themselves कि अभी तो कम knowledge है, अभी तो कम knowledge है.
Correct.
So quality questions also matters. So just go for 2-3 premier coachings only, or any coaching that makes good quality questions.
Right, right. And did you analyze your performance on that, and then did something about the areas that you could not score well in those mock tests?
Yes, sir. That I did. I made sure that whatever be, like if there is any doubt with respect to any current question, then so be it. But if any static question goes wrong, then I make sure that I go back and revise that and make a greater depth of it, so that next time any question related to it comes, I am able to do it successfully.
Okay. And any mindset that you had, like many people do take it that they keep a slab, like this many questions I must attempt. So did you keep that also in this strategy, like, or you took it as the question paper arrives?
So for me it is that minimum I would go for 85 to 90 questions, but it depends on the paper as well. Like for in 2024 I went for about 89 questions, but this time in 2025 I went for about 99 questions.
Okay.
And
that is almost 100%.
yes, one question I left because I thought that if I would be doing this, then
Yes.
it would hurt my ego to some extent because it was from history.
Okay.
So I left it, and it did reap good results.
Okay, good, nice. And how about matching up with the answer writing practice? Like, when did you start with the answer writing? Because many a times I've seen that the people get a bit too anxious too early, and then when to stop the answer writing practice and then enter into the prelims. A bit of your strategizing of your answer writing part.
I think that when I had not been able to focus on my answer writing, it cost me my 2024 attempt for mains specifically. Because had I prepared 3-4 months before prelims preparation, then it would have reaped good result. So I would say that during mains, one gets ample time to evaluate and to increase their marks.
Right.
But they should have a basic understanding of answer writing as to how to write answer.
Correct.
That they should do before they start their prelims preparation. Around September, October, they should start.
Yeah. Okay. And then what we initially suggest that, initially you can keep the content available and get more into the hang of strategizing, presenting well, and then gradually taking it further to writing all the answers on your own.
Yes, sir. I think rather than collecting more and more material, whatever they have, be it coachings or be it any content that they have from the market, one should first start writing. And as you said, sir, keep presentation also matters a lot these days. So one should focus on that, and after that they can enrich their answers. They have enough to enrich. They have enough time between the mains, pre and mains gap.
Okay. Acha, just related to this, we are living in an age wherein we are constantly getting overloaded with the information.
Yes, sir.
And then at a point wherein even the cognitive functions are now getting outsourced to artificial intelligence.
Yes.
So you are getting all the more confidence that you have a lot.
Yes, sir.
So I personally feel that it is also reducing the pressure, which might not be very good, on developing one's own ability to analyze and then create the content. How have you found it in the age wherein the teachers in person, the environment in 3D, vis-a-vis the artificial intelligence, how to create a balance?
So I think this is one of very important questions that I had in my mind since I had started using ChatGPT. So there's this saying also that AI does not, the problem is not that AI thinks more, the problem is that it makes you think less.
Yes.
So in that, I think that whatever GPT they are using, what one should do is that they should put their, what I did, I could say for that, sir, I had put my notes in it, and then I told it that any information that you provide me, provide from this notes only.
Okay.
Because we have this PDF pandemic, particularly with respect to UPSC preparation,
Right.
that every other day you have some new content. For example, with respect to, I would say, for space and nuclear only, I thought that there comes this doubt na कि I thought यार शायद मेरे class notes कम है, maybe I should go for anything. But once you read it, you think you get a good depth. So engage with the topic, engage with the information rather than just getting new and new information. Engage with the information, attempt some questions, then you'll be fine with it.
So one thing what you did beautifully is you kept the wisdom of those who are in the sector for long as the frame under which you limited the ChatGPT to think for you.
Yes, sir.
So in a way you put the notes and then asking it to stay within this limit so that you don't enter into those domains which are not going to be productive.
Yes, sir, and ultimately what happens is कि any new info that we see, we don't engage with it productively or for long. For example, if there are any class notes, I would read it for n number of times.
Right.
But any new info I'll be getting, I'll be just reading it and I'll be thinking, acha, nice, good thing. And then I'll be scrolling it down. So for that it matters कि sir, what happens is कि statistics and data is very interesting and I would say they make us, they attract us towards them.
They trap you.
They traps us. So it is better to avoid them. Whatever you have static, that is fine.
Right.
And use ChatGPT to the extent that it makes you more productive.
Right.
Rather than just, there have been times where I had used this for 4 hours and I had gotten nothing out of it.
All right. Good. That I think this is one of the biggest challenge for the aspirants in the present time.
Yes.
Okay. Let us enter, Gaurav, into another interesting domain, the educational background. एंड मुझे लगता है ये क्वेश्चन एस्पिरेंट के लिए भी उतना ही है जितना कि उन पेरेंट्स के लिए जो अपने बच्चों के लिए डिसीजन ले रहे हैं कि किस कोर्स में डालें एंड व्हाट सब्जेक्ट द ग्रेजुएशन शुड बी डन. सो हाउ मच ऑफ एन एडवांटेज आपको लगा, यू फेल्ट I believe as I went through your DAF that you have humanities in your background.
Yes.
So and having you must have also had friends in the different streams background. तो आपको क्या लगता है how much of the role is being played by the academic background? And एक थोड़ा सा और उसमें राइडर भी ऐड कर देता हूँ कि अगर कहीं एडवांटेज या डिसएडवांटेज आपको दिख रहा है तो व्हाट वुड यू सजेस्ट कि मैचअप कैसे करें, मतलब बच्चे अगर किसी दूसरे कोर्स में हैं तो?
So I would say that with respect to background, that one area where I had ripped result is that I had PCM in my 12th. So for that I had not prepared CSET otherwise. I had done it. But other than that, sir, for mains and particularly for the prelims as well, GS1 paper, I would say it does not make much difference. What matters is what you did during your college days.
Right.
If someone has humanities as a background and they had done, they had studied it well, be it in classes or be it otherwise, then it would reap results. As for what people say is that engineering students tend to get selected more.
Yes.
I think that's because of their vibrant ecosystem. They have good analytical skills as well as they are good with strategizing as well.
Right.
So that ecosystem matters more than the stream itself. And if one feels that I am at a disadvantage, then sir, I think that engage with those people and try to learn from them. That is one thing, because someone might have someone who is just out from IIT might have something new to offer. He might be good at organizing his notes or something like that. Only that matters. Rest to, sir, I believe that is what you do during college days that builds your brain productively.
Correct.
And that only.
So आपका अपने background के हिसाब से भी you must have had the advantage of the background subject which became your optional subject later, ऐसा?
Yes, sir, that it did. But I had a disadvantage that mine were the COVID years.
Yes, yes.
But otherwise, it did help me, and it helped me in GS2 as well, to a lot extent.
Okay, okay. अच्छा, essay के लिए कुछ कैसे strategize किया आपने essay की तैयारी के लिए?
Sir, for essay, I would say that one need to start writing. Any essay, the first essay that I had written was around 7 pages long, and जान निकल गई थी sir, to be honest, उसे लिखने में. But essays are interesting to write. I mean, they are our own creation. We could, they are our own very ship, and we are the captain, and we could sail it anywhere. So I think essays are interesting to write. Write them, analyze them. Like ChatGPT is a good partner in that, and otherwise peers also. For example, my friend and I, we used to write essays together, and then we used to check each other's essays and the anecdotes. For me, what matters was my introduction. So, what I used to do is I used to write some interesting introduction. So it should be engaging for the examiner.
It invites the person to read further.
And he would get a good depth of view as well. He would think that, okay, I'm reading someone's content who is good at it, who might be a literate or something like that. He might be from literature or something like that.
Correct.
So that, sir, in that way. And conclusions, I think intros and conclusions. In between, people write a lot of things, but intros and conclusions are matter. What you start with and what you end with. That's all.
कहते भी हैं, well begun is half done.
Yes.
So if you have begun well, I think that sets the tone, and many a times it impresses the examiner. So that impression is something that sails through even on the weaker areas of your write-up. So कई बारी थोड़ा कमज़ोर points भी आ जाते हैं, तो वो इग्नोर हो जाते हैं.
Yes.
जैसे अगर ओपिनियन अच्छी बन गई हो शुरू में तो.
Because sir, he will try to think of it in high regards only. That okay, he might have written with some good intent.
Correct.
And for essay only, sir, since I had not been able to complete my essay in the paper itself, so I would say that good writing matters. Okay, what you start with matters a lot.
ठीक है, बहुत बढ़िया. अच्छा, एक और जो डाउट्स रहता है जनरली, बिकॉज the exam's nature is such that it remains dicey.
Yes.
I have seen some of the very well deserving candidates in my teaching career also who have had to show a great deal of patience at times. So कई बारी लोगों के जहन में ये बात रहती है कि to think of plan B. As I went through your DAF, आपने भी एक दो बारी मैंने देखा कि एग्जाम्स लिए हैं पैरेलली. तो आपका इसके ऊपर कैसा टेक रहा है? How should one strategize, like when to think of plan B if at all, and how to factor that in so that this plan A does not get jeopardized a lot?
Yes. So during my preparation, after the 2024 failure, I thought that No, before the 24 attempt itself, I thought that if I were not able to be clearing the prelims, then I should have something to show to my parents that I am preparing, because this exams leaves you with nothing. If one is not, if one does not go through the prelims, then it leaves you.
Absolutely.
So it was in April, I guess, and I had gone for the CDS exam, and I was able to clear it. So my parents were happy because it was the first time that I had been able to clear some exams.
Exactly.
So I went with it, but I think that more than that also, what matters is what type of exams you go for. One can go for other exams as well, it's fine, but it should not jeopardize your exam. For example, what I went was a UPSC exam only.
Correct.
I knew that the knowledge that I had would help me there.
Right.
So it should not distract you. It should not be that I'm preparing for UPSC and I'm going for some exam that has some other demand.
Absolutely.
So that is, it should not distract you. And otherwise, so it is good that if people go through related exams, the questions are also good over there. So it's, I would say it was a practice mock for me.
Very wise words. I mean, you divide your labor, then it starts hitting you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's very good. Acha, I'm very sure that given the skill that you have and the way I know you, you will also be attempting again for your further higher ranks,
Yes,
right?
sir. Yes.
So, if I allow you, this chance to quickly screen through your preparation and highlight all those areas that you would want not to do, or something that you did not do, you want to do, so that you will scale up. So, अगर इस पे बताएं कुछ तो शायद और wisdom आए हमारे.
Sir, during my mains preparation, all my peers had told me that paper completion is very important. So I was during mains, I was sick at that time. So I had viral, so I was not able to complete my papers. I had I had not been able to complete 8 out of the 9 papers, including the language paper. So I would say that paper completion is important, but it should not be at the cost of the content. Because anyway, content matters more. Everybody completes the paper.
True.
But if I had completed the paper, I would have scored better. That I had realized. So paper completion is one thing that I would focus on. Another area where I think is that in GS1, I would try to bring out newer aspect. I think that society is one area where everybody has the same content. So one should look out for newer examples in the topper copies. I had been going through that since the past 2 months because I had my interview very early. So I had been doing that. And also for optional also, one should be true to themselves. It should not be that, and the peers matters a lot. Last year also, it was good that I had people like who were around me. They were like family to me, and they helped me a lot. So I'll be engaging with them more and more.
Okay.
And I will try to, I would ask them also to go through my copies, so they could look out for those content. Because what happens is that you yourself are biased towards one's content, so that is one thing, sir.
Okay, nice. Acha, how would you advise the people could maximize the gain from the foundation course, since you have been a student of our GS foundation course throughout? Like how to maximize the output from it? Because I have seen some of the people, when they come, they might not have had a plan in their mind, and by the time they realize, they find the content is so overwhelming that they start surrendering to it, and many a times when they look back at their content, they find it so very difficult, not able to recollect. So what are the suggestions that you may have so that they extract maximum after the foundation course and capitalize for further refinements?
Yes. So one thing I would say is that one should go through the PYQs before they start their foundation course.
Okay.
One should go through the PYQs. Just a normal go through would do. Because when they will be starting their classes, they would understand that whatever they are studying, it has a meaning. Because what happens is people tend to think that they are just collecting information, and they don't tend to put it to practice until they start their preparation for prelims. So I think they should go through them, and they should try to engage with their teachers and mentors more and more.
All right.
For example, I think, sir, you and 1 to more faculties, I used to do it a lot, that I used to ask questions also in class.
Yes.
It's fine.
Yes.
Nowadays it doesn't matter what others think. If your questions are valid and relevant, it's fine. One should try to engage with the mentors more and more, and also make a good a peer group of people with whom you can discuss questions, you can discuss content as well. What you are being taught in class, that too.
Okay. Achha, this connects me to another very interesting thing, which there are many parallel opinions are floating around. during your preparation, how much of isolation is important, and what part of your daily life should be allowed for some recreational activities, or also remembering that we are a part of the society. I mean, because at times it becomes too challenging, people completely cut off, which may pay for sure, but at times it also makes the people more anxious, less tolerant to the stress maybe.
Sir, I would start with your words only, that earn your pleasure. I think 8 to 10 hours of study is fine, and after that one should engage with their friends, families, everyone. Because I remember that 2 years back, one of my friends had asked me that तू daily घर पे बात करता है क्या? And I was surprised. Is that a worry now? So I think it matters कि study seriously. For example, whatever your time slot is, it could be like one could study between 4 hours, 4 hours of slot would do. बीच में उठ गए थोड़ा बहुत ऐसा वैसा, but it should not disturb your environment for that time period.
Correct.
And after that, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. And one should engage with everyone. They should spend good quality time. Because अगर mind ही अच्छा नहीं है, तो आप exam में दिमाग चलेगा ही नहीं.
हाँ, बिल्कुल.
और stress is, I think, sir, knowledge everybody has. What matters is confidence, and confidence comes from the people that you have who back you.
Yes.
So it matters.
Correct. And particularly given that you are entering into public service.
Yes, sir.
So all those personality traits ultimately make you more efficient at that.
So for people, sir, it could be my personal opinion, but for people who doesn't, for people who during the preparation who does not engage much with people, I find it hard that what happens is once you get into service, then you tend to isolate yourself from other people as well. So engaging is good, sir. It makes you more human, more grounded, I would say.
Right. Gaurav, one of the I would say exciting most aspect of this examination is the personality test interview,
Yes.
which generally also on the digital platform gets lot number of eyeballs, even in the mock interviews that happen. How has your experience been like? When did you start mentally conditioning for the interview, and what kind of preparation you did, and what was your experience? How congruent the actual interview was with what you had imagined of it earlier?
Sir, what happened was that on 2nd of December, the dates were announced, and mine was on 11th of December. So it was shocking for me at that time. घबराहट होती है कि एकदम से interview हुआ.
Yes, you get nervous about
Yes, sir. So the next day, I had scheduled 2-3 interviews for the coming days, and then first I went to the tailor and I asked him to get me a band gala. So all my friends were skeptical कि how could you go with band gala, except one. Nishant was very okay with it. So I went with band gala, and what happened was, sir, that it's not that English is not my first language. So we don't tend to speak it more and more, and we are not very conversational in this. As I'm now,
हाँ, हम सोचते नहीं हैं उस भाषा में. We think our language and speak.
Yes, and that too under pressure. So what I had did, and the strategy was good, that I went for as many mocks as I could, and I remember between this time period, within 5 to 6 days, I had given some 12 mocks. I had given 3 mocks in a day, and it helped me, sir. In the interview, I would say I was last to go, and chairman, sir, Ajay Kumar sir, he was my board chairman. So I went in, and it was a big hall, because the chairman tends to have the biggest room, so it was a big hall. And I would say that the interview went good because I am talkative, and it was on those ends only. It was not very, I would say, analytic, not very mechanical. It went very natural. The chairman greeted me, started with why civil services. So it was all natural for me, and the questions were interesting. So the preparation is good. The environment in the interview board, I would say, sir, it is stressing when you sit outside. It is stressful, like once you sit outside. But once you are in there, they tend to make you comfortable. They are good with their questions. They give you time. So it's good. So
any question that you still remember, something that you could share?
yes, sir. There were 2-3 questions. First was the why civil services. Second was since I had my hobby as I like watching regional cinema.
Okay.
So the member asked me that what role does Bollywood has in the promotion of Hindi.
Okay.
So I went natural with it, and I said that sir, I had seen. I was covering the Nagaland election on YouTube, and I had seen a South Indian movie dubbed in Hindi by a Bollywood producer being played in Nagaland. So I think, sir, that speaks volume to it. And another one question, sir, that another member had asked me that, Gaurav, tell me 3 things that someone who doesn't like you would say about you. So it was something good. I said, sir, that I am assertive sometimes with respect to my points. Then the member asked that, are you? I said a little bit. And he said, then second quality. Then said, sir, maybe I like talking a lot. So someone who doesn't like me could say that I speak a lot. So then he asked me third one. I said, this 2 I am able to recall. So then interestingly, he said that from what you are saying, you seem like a likable personality. I don't know what happened. I said, yes, sir, I do have a jolly personality.
No, good. I think that must have acted in your favor.
Yes, sir.
Gaurav, I really loved this interaction with you. I have loads of wishes and I have huge confidence that you will scale this up to a much bigger size, and we will have another setup with you.
Sure, sir.
And with more words of wisdom through this next attempt that you will be also giving. But enjoy this success that you have. Thanks for giving us this moment to enjoy your success, and loads of prayers and wishes for you.
Thank you so much.
Good luck, Bachche.
Thank you,
Good
sir.
luck.
Thank you so much.